Good morning, everyone. How are you? It is Wednesday, December 27th, and it's actually my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Cheryl Roberson. I know you don't have a Facebook page, so you'll probably never see this, but happy birthday anyway. I love you. So today is Wednesday, December 27th, and um, in St. Louis, Missouri, I'm not sure where you are located right now, but in St. Louis, Missouri, it's cold outside. It's cold out here. It's probably a good 4 or 5, 6 degrees. And as you guys can see, um, I'm actually filming this outside. So I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy. I think I'm crazy. But as you know, there's a method and there's a reason for this. So today I'm gonna make this video pretty quick, as you could imagine. So I went out. I was just got back in. I went out this morning to get some breakfast food for my family. Ran out of stuff at the house, and so um, and when I stepped out, I was like, "Woo! I don't know if I prepared for that type of weather." But I remember yesterday I was making some runs, and I ran into a lady, and she says at the bank, she says, "Are you staying warm?" I said, "I'm trying to. I'm trying to stay warm." And she says, "Tomorrow's going to be even colder." And I'm like, wow. And it just made me think, no matter how bad something is, no matter how adverse something may be, it could be worse. It could be worse. And so, because as far as cold is concerned, if you don't like cold weather, yesterday was bad, but today is worse than yesterday. So um, I would have, if I don't like cold weather, I would have actually trade yesterday, which I thought was bad, for today, which is even worse. And so, which leads me to my point for today is, we can't control everything. Externally, we can control, there's very little that we can control as far as external circumstances go. We can't control the weather. We can't control things. We can't control nature. We can't control people, but we can control our attitude. And that's what I want to talk about today is attitude. And so, um, you know, I listened to this. It's a mentoring podcast, and he challenges his clients to take on this perspective. He says every action has a positive intent. Every action has a positive purpose, and so and what that does, it designs your mind to think in a positive light, no matter what happens externally. So it keeps you in control over how you perceive things. It keeps you in control over what you can control, which is your attitude. And a lot of times we can live life as if we have no control of our attitude because things happen. And so our attitude mirrors our external situations where externally you can't control very much, but attitude is what you can't control. And so every adverse situation has a positive purpose. I want you to I want to encourage you to challenge yourself with that. So attitude, and I don't know if you can see my breath, but I can see it because it's cold out here. But I am controlling my attitude toward this cold because you know what? Earlier this month, it was 70 degrees outside. So we're all running and we're running around, we're exercising, we're playing outside, we're going to the park, we're walking the dog, we're doing all these things. But how much more grateful are we for that day if it wasn't for days like this, where it's 4 degrees, it's gonna be a high of like 12 or 13 or something like that? How much more grateful? So now the fact that it's so cold out here is gonna make me more appreciative of that warmer day. And it's gonna make me appreciative instead of just walking in the house and just not thinking much of it. I'm gonna have more of an appreciation of that heat when I walk up in there. So really quickly, attitude. Look at this is a Webster Dictionary, easy, nothing fancy, but listen. The manner, the disposition, the feeling, a position with regard to a person or a thing. Look at this, a tendency or orientation, especially of the mind. So it's a tendency. This has nothing to do with external means. It's an internal tendency that you have in your mind. Now watch this. I love this second one. It says, A position or a posture of the body appropriate to expressive of an action. So posture, I love that. What is your posture? You know, my mom, y'all remember being young. She used to, you know, I always try to be cool, sit down in the seat. People try to drive cool. And she'd be like, that's horrible posture. That's horrible posture. So she's basically saying, you know, you can't control, maybe you can't control that seat, but you can't control your posture in that seat. And same thing in life. We can't control the things that happen to us a lot of times, but we can control how we respond to it, and we can control our attitude for that thing. So I was looking at, and I pulled this from the Mayo Clinic, 8 benefits of a positive attitude. Posture. What's your posture right now? What posture do you have? It's 3 degrees, 4 degrees outside. What's your posture? What's your posture? But look at this. This is from the Mayo Clinic. I pulled these from there. Increased lifespan. Having a positive attitude increases, the studies have shown that it increases, excuse me, lifespan. The second one, lower rates of depression. A positive attitude lowers the rate of depression. 3, lower levels of distress. So people who have a positive attitude, they're less likely to feel in distress. It's not that they don't have the same situations that happen to people that feel in distress, but when you have a positive attitude, you're less likely to be in distress. Number 4, greater resistance to the common cold. That's just something dealing with your health. When you have a positive attitude, you have a greater resistance to the common cold. Number 5, my neighbor's driving past looking at me like, what is this fool doing outside? But look at this. Number 5, better psychological and physical well-being. A positive attitude will give you a better psychological and physical well-being. Your mind, your positive attitude, you can grab something positive out of anything. And the last one is better cardiovascular health and reduced risk of death from cardiovascular disease. Now that's not saying, you know, you need to, you know, eat everything in sight all day and have a positive attitude, you're gonna still, you know, be less likely. No, that's saying if you have a positive attitude, your heart is healthier. Your cardiovascular is healthier. And these are studies, the proven studies that show that you have a reduced risk of death to cardiovascular disease, just having a positive mindset, just having a positive attitude. So that's my time today, because I can't feel my toes or my fingers. They starting to leave. They starting to lose me. They're starting to lose a little bit. So positive attitude. What's your posture today? What posture are you having? And again, if you looked at my video yesterday, I talked about how I asked the question, how is 2018 going to serve your purpose? So I want you to think we have 4 or 5 more days in this month and this year. Be thinking, be planning, be brainstorming. How will 2018 serve your purpose? Hope you have an awesome Wednesday, and stay warm. God bless.